is all about the Seahawks at the moment. Alex, it's time for Know Your Opponent.
It is, Ant. It's time to get to know the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
And last time we did one of these, we brought on Sam from the He's On, not the He's On Fire podcast, but excuse me, from the Always Compete Seahawks podcast. I don't know what it is. It flows off the tip of my tongue. I always want to say that, even though I know it's Evan and I know Sam's on the Always Compete Seahawks podcast. But here's the deal. Last time we did this, we broke this down with him and talked about his team. Now we want to get into this All-22 film again, and we want to look at this film and take a look at the Seattle Seahawks and give everyone a little bit of an insight, a little bit of a sneak peek of the All-22 film preview that they can get over on Patreon, in which we go over a much heavier dose and chunk of this football game. But let's get into this, huh?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'm excited for it.
Oh my goodness gracious me! I forgot that's a thing that happens, Ant, if I don't close this out before we flip over.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, YouTube, you just got a little bit of a behind-the-scenes blooper that Patreon usually is only privy to. So we'll start this here, Ant. We got this wonderful situation, this wonderful setup here. 5 down linemen for the Seattle Seahawks, 3 wide receivers set for the Seattle Seahawks, and you have a nice ghost motion from Gerald Everett to start.
Yeah, it's that 52 look that everyone's been kind of going to. This is kind of the flavor of the month. What everyone is doing with these 5 guys to the line of scrimmage and then the 2 linebackers.
And they're going to get this inside give here, but there's a lot of work there on the interior. Big push. Collins does a good job of fighting forward, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good defense, and Alex Collins did a good job of just finding any yards. But 2nd and 8, that's a win for Washington.
Definitely a win for Washington, and now you got a little heavy set down here to the bottom of the screen.
And notice the type of defense that the Washington played right here. They have 1 linebacker on the field.
Hey now, Ant.
Yeah, so this is something that the 49ers can kind of look into, the multiple safety look, the multiple DB look. And once again, they're trying to run the ball with Collins. So can the 49ers have good enough run fits if they run a similar set? You would like to think they can against this Seattle Seahawks offensive line.
And look at this win here. Look how aggressive he is at the point of attack. He gets downhill and really forces Collins to have to try and cut back. You have this guy setting the edge out here in space. Guy's working off blocks, but he does a good job of getting forward. But yes, Niners definitely can take a look at this and try and find a way to build a game plan out of it because, again, Ant, similar look, 5, 1 true linebacker on the field.
Yeah. A lot of guys around the box.
And play action look.
Ooh.
And there's Russ making a play with a guy in his face. So is Russell Wilson hampered? Yes, he is hampered. But guess what, folks? There is still some magic. Still some magic in there for Russ.
Yeah, there's a breakdown in coverage. Go back real quick. Everyone can see this. You'll see the guy running with Tyler Lockett, and he's going to absolutely stop and think he's passing off and break off with DK Metcalf, and no one goes with Tyler Lockett.
No, not at all.
That is a major breakdown. You just got to make sure you have communication with these routes and not give Seattle the time for DK Metcalf to get moving. If it takes him a little bit to get going, but once he gets going, he's super fast.
Very, very accurate, Ant. Now you got 1st and 10 from the 11, and you have another play action sort of boot look.
He has him. Oh.
Good sail.
Defense.
Yeah.
He had him early. See if he could pull the trigger earlier on this. Now.
Right now, yeah.
Right now. Throw it. Look at this corner's able to double back. Russell's waiting a long time. Almost got Lockett killed.
He really did. He really did.
I don't know what he's waiting to see. I mean, he was open from the beginning.
I think he thought this guy was going to stay committed on Swain. And so I think he thought he had more time. And he just let this drift. But
Throw it now. Throw it. Okay.
I wonder if he isn't confident driving the ball.
Oh, but he errantly threw that one, so.
Accurate. 2nd and 10 now, Ant. 5 down again. And a nice run there on 1st.
And it's 2nd and 10. So.
Yeah, on 2nd down. Yeah,
It's a nice fill by the safety. But you got another 1 linebacker look.
Correct, and this is the problem with the 1 linebacker looks, and if you get a good secured double team there at the 1st level, you can push up and get that linebacker out of space in the 2nd level.
Then you have to count on your safeties. The 49ers, though, could put a safety in the box.
Accurate, Ant. Accurate. Now you got a 4 down lineman look. And Gerald Everett winning on the interior.
Be good coverage. That's a nice.
Really is.
Russell Wilson can still do it. I know he makes mistakes, but he can still do it. And this is good coverage by the linebacker for the football team. He's right there. I mean, he's in his hip pocket, and this is just a winning throw.
And he's got time, man.
You want to force him to make these throws, make him be fine, good throws. But, I mean, that was the thing with Kirk Cousins. The 49ers were able to get pressure on him and make him so he was throwing off balance. If Russell Wilson's not able to step and fire this football, it'll be a little bit different.
100%, and let's take a look at this next drive now. All right, Ant, so now we fast-forwarded a little bit in this game. We got 3 drives here that we're going to take a look at. It's a drive that's a longer drive here by the Washington football team that results in I believe it's an interception, and then a subsequent fumble by the Seattle Seahawks that leads to another nice drive by the Washington football team that results actually in a touchdown and kind of changes the momentum of this game. So first off, this first and 10 play, just have a nice little interior run. Nothing too crazy going on. And Game Pass, this usually is a sign of a flag here, Ant, when Game Pass doesn't clean this up and clear it up.
Nice movement up front.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the football team. This isn't a bad run.
No, you got 3 yards there on first down, which is usually a good thing here, Ant.
So you got the 5 guys at the line of scrimmage. This is, like I said, this is flavor of the month. You got Jamal Adams coming up and playing in the box. He's coming up late. Got a cover 3 look.
And you got Brooks showing blitz here.
Jamal Adams made the play, so bringing him in the box was the right thing. But this is the 49ers have run this exact set. So, I mean, this is something they can do. And you see the way that the linebacker responded. Go back. I think, did you say that was Brooks that was going on the blitz?
Yes, on the run blitz.
Watch the way he guesses wrong. And that's the thing. If you're going to run blitz and guess wrong, because he's following that guy going against the grain, which the 49ers do with George Kittle and Kyle Juszczyk a lot. So undisciplined eyes could create opportunities for the 49ers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the Niners too have shown they're very creative right now with how they send their guys, whether it's play side, backside, sending them play side and then countering back the other direction. Okay, bottoms trip set. Ooh, get a little anxious there.
Looks like they got him.
And that's Dunlap. And they did get him at first down now. Taylor Heineke hard count.
Back to the 5-man defensive line.
For those run sets, you got play action.
Well done.
Really just a 2-man, it's just a 2-man route concept too.
Yeah, is that scary, Terry?
It is.
Just outside the numbers, just winning. I mean, look at how much space. Woo, got him to flip his hips. Good timing, good route. Well done. Could Brandon Ayuk do that? Yeah.
100%.
Will he see one-on-one coverage?
That's the question. We
got the run box again. Motion, fly sweep. Yep, just got to make a choice. Jamal Adams is excited about giving up 4 or 5 yards.
That's all right.
4 yards. Well done, Jamal.
Second and medium, man. Second and medium.
Acting like he just made a sack. Come on, DN. Oh, that is nice numbers for the football team.
Agreed.
This is when I miss Deebo. This exact look right here, because they've been doing this. You got Elijah Mitchell out there, you fake the Deebo, and you get it out here in the flat to Elijah Mitchell. Foreigners have literally run this exact concept the last couple weeks.
100%. And I mean, you can see Washington having some success with it, which means the 49ers.
Well, notice the Seahawks want to play off. Secondary.
Here's the other thing too that we forget, Ant. The Niners ran that for a touchdown in the red zone with Deebo Samuel against Seattle the first time. So a lot of teams are utilizing that now to their advantage. Right. So Seattle still hasn't adjusted to it.
No, I mean, look how far they're playing off. I mean, you have opportunities. Here comes the motion towards Jamal Adams' side. And look at the guy going back to block. Nothing there. How did he get away? Wow.
Because he's magic, Ant. It's Taylor Heineke.
I mean, Washington had the numbers, and Seattle still got there. So that was actually a well done by Seattle's pass rush.
True. Or a really poor job done by Washington football team's O-line.
True.
Probably both.
Yeah, usually.
2nd and 7, Ant. 2nd and 7 from midfield, the motion.
2 deep safety look. The run box. They got to give Gibson more space than that.
Watch where they look.
The movement with motion. But Wagner's settling. That's the defensive line making the play. That's not Wagner and the running backs. Linebackers.
Yeah, win. I mean, these guys, these three right here on the front here win. Kerry Hyder. Great job up front.
2 straight plays of good defensive line play. So
something to keep in mind if you're the 49ers. Now they're showing 2 up. They're sending both. You got 6 coming.
And they got it. They got the numbers to pick it up.
They do.
They win.
On the right guy underneath. Is that a levels concept with a vertical top?
Got a 2 deep safety look, vertical.
2 verts.
What is Diggs doing?
I have no idea.
I don't know why he's giving space right there. He should be coming down on that crosser. He's playing in the box. I don't know why he starts going deep. Look at this. Running away. Like, what are you doing?
Very interesting,
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Someone just came up to him. I think it said something to him, too. You got to come downhill.
Yeah, like, what are you doing, man?
Not good. Not good. Again, there is no push right now from this Washington O-line.
They need to be going to the edge like the 49ers do. Just like right there, go back real quick. In this exact setting, the guy working back, the guy that's off the ball on top, he would, if that was Kyle Juszczyk or George Kittle, they'll go around to the outside. They'll work all the way around the outside and hook this outside linebacker.
And allow this to be able to be bounced.
Yeah, where there's a little bit of space. That's what they would do. But
Logan Thomas, though, former quarterback.
He kind of went down, so.
That was impressive. We've seen a lot of teams utilizing those similar types of motions now on film, and they do not do it the same way the 49ers do.
Well, they don't have elite talent like George Kittle and Kyle Juszczyk.
Accurate. Or the occasional Jeff Wilson Jr.
Charlie Warner.
Hey, dude, he's looking good.
There's that seam pass. Oh, this is what was open. If you saw our first breakdown on Patreon, these seam passes are open. Charlie Warner and Ross Dwelley were both open in game 1. It's just you got to get it there a little bit sooner before that, in that window. I mean, big hit by Diggs right here. And the defensive end happens to be there.
Woo!
He's pumped because he just passed Vince Wilfork for career interceptions. Well done.
Hey, now, so, and again, that was a long drive by the Washington football team, and they make the right play. The seam route's open there. It's just...
Timing's a little off.
Yeah. And you'd like Logan Thomas to turn a little bit more to the ball and make sure he secures and not try and catch and run there.
Maybe. Yeah, what I'd like is for Heineke to get him the ball as soon as he knows he's about to get past Wagner, not after he does.
True. Very true, Ant. Now you got play action from Russ here on first. Settling in the pocket and... Oh,
nice
man.
catch, but definitely not as much oomph on the ball as usually with Russell Wilson.
No, it looks like the ball is floating. It's definitely floating.
Well, yeah, they've got more time to close on this. And look at that space. I mean, he leads him upfield a little bit. He could have thrown it a little bit flatter. Oh, great play by Tyler Lockett, though. Great play.
100%. So big first play after the turnover. So now you're feeling really good if you're the Seattle Seahawks.
Woo! What a big play. Hey, we have a 26 that does that, too.
Yes, we do, Ant.
And he used to play for Washington.
That he did, Ant.
Yeah, so this is the peanut punch. Just chasing from behind. Bloop! That reminds me of Justin Smith back in the day doing that for the Niners. There you go. Something to look at. Opportunities to get the ball back, but that's a nice play by the football team. And Seattle was moving. I mean, Seattle had a good drive going there. They've hit Lockett now for 2 big plays in this game.
2 huge plays, and this is always one of the scary things with Tyler Lockett.
100%.
Always is.
You don't want Tyler Lockett to get going or Russell Wilson.
No, neither one of them. Now you got 6 down for the.
No, because I got the D end out here on the outside.
Yep, and hey, Ant, it's shocking. Game Pass is just going to not cooperate on this play.
Okay,
so
we'll skip this play.
Appreciate it, Game Pass. Thank you. That video failed to render and download. Well, it looks like maybe the whole game film now is a little kaput. So that's always good. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Game Pass decided it wanted to work today.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's always great. 5 down now, Ant. 1st and 10. There was obviously some sort of either first down completion
Look at the way motion they reacted to motion. Linebacker moves out. The defensive end drops back, which is Jamal Adams. Goes back to now a deep half. So they got 2 deep safety look. Set up a screen.
Nice little design there.
Yeah, it was a very good design.
Well, using motion as well to manipulate the defense, get them moving backwards.
And that's
in
the
space.
thing. If motion is going to manipulate the defense, you're going to want to do it consistently.
Kyle Shanahan's going to do it almost regardless anyway.
And then here's a bunch set, something we're going to see frequently from the 49ers.
100%. 100%, especially this week. Can their O-line get a push?
Well, can he get more vertical? Like Elijah Mitchell would have got vertical already. He would have already been in that crease, and he would have got 3, 4, 5 yards. Because you can't leave that big of a, you got to close it down a lot more. You can't leave that big of a gap crease.
Oh, difference in running back styles, Ant? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and coaching. That's why Bobby Turner is special.
Accurate, Ant. Very accurate. Hey, Game Pass?
There you
go. Hey, Game Pass? Appreciate it, Game Pass. Thank you so much.
All right. Welcome back.
Well, it's here, doing its thing. 3rd and 1, Ant.
Getting vertical, getting the first. But you're right. There's not as much movement from the offensive line. 49ers are going to need a lot more movement against that Seattle defense if they're going to consistently be able to run the football.
100%. 100%. At 1st and 10. 4 down now.
Yeah, more motion. Got to be personnel grouping. Once again, it's a pretty nice run. I think he's missing the avenue right there where Kerry Hyder's not closing it down. He could actually kick upfield. Watch this. See how they didn't close it? Look at that opportunity. Yeah.
Boop. Elijah Mitchell's going to hit that.
Yeah, well, you can design it to do that now if you know that's how he's going to play.
Yeah, 100%.
You can change your blocking because look how they reacted to the pullers. He didn't even go with the pullers at all. So you, number one, outman him. See, you could run this way, kick it with it, which I think that's what he sees. Oh, they didn't even go with the pullers. I'm going to get through this hole. And it's a nice play. It's just now the way the 49ers are playing the gap scheme and the way they're playing the counters, they're going to be able to go back against the grain.
100%.
I like it so far. I like what I'm seeing.
Opportunities for the Niners to attack even with no Deebo Samuel in.
100%.
That's always a good thing.
Especially in the run game.
Accurate.
Ooh, they got pressure that time.
That they did. It was only 4. They only rushed 4. So Carlos Dunlap.
That's not Dunlap.
Not Dunlap.
Yeah, Dunlap's 8. That was 52.
Taylor? Oh, that was a nice move, though.
Yeah, that was nice. It was nice under.
Little duck under, yeah.
Yeah.
3rd and 9. Bringing 5.
Oh.
Lauren. Like it.
They have one-on-one matchups. So he's got to win.
They didn't do it, but they got a first down, Ant.
Probably illegal contact.
Probably. Looking like it. It didn't look like they moved the ball too far, so 5 yards and a first.
Woo! Look at that athleticism.
Hey, man, having a mobile quarterback helps when when guys aren't open. Crazy. Okay, inside motion there. Safety's flowing back.
That was interesting. The 2 safeties went back and the 1 moved up in the middle.
Found the right guy, though.
Man, they play soft coverage.
Yay?
Yeah, yay. I mean, I don't know why they're playing so soft. I mean, look at those windows. I mean, that's a huge window to throw in. Good job working back to the football, but yeah. If
Quandre Jakes, you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. He's frustrated.
Yeah, if you're going to leave this kind of space open, the 49ers are going to be able to, complete passes over the middle of the whole game.
Correct.
Like, what are you guys doing? Matt is linebacker right there, Jordan Brooks.
He was hugging him. He was staying by Quandre for some reason. Didn't need to.
Nice block too. Trapper did a good job.
Absolutely. But they're moving the ball, and hey man, they'll go if you put them in nickel sets of 3 wideouts, they'll go. The problem is for the Niners, do you have 3 wideouts you want to put on the field for that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, use Travis Benjamin's speed. Use Jawan Jennings in the run game. Oh, nice
Eddie McKissick.
talent, man. I mean, that's the thing. They got some playmakers. The 49ers are going to have to figure out some playmakers for sure.
100%. They're going to have to figure out some playmakers. They're going to have to figure out some things there in terms of how to get these playmakers the ball, how to put them in better positions in order to have success and to take advantage. Because I mean, it's going to be vitally important. It's huge. But there are areas to attack. The Seattle Seahawks are notorious for playing a little bit softer in the coverage and showing that cover 3 and staying in that cover 3. Also, you saw here today, Washington using motion in order to reveal coverage. So getting guys to fly back in space and be like, oh, you were showing 3, but hey, you're really running cover 2, or is this man, whatever this is. So Kyle Shanahan's going to use that to his advantage. Also, the motion at the right time with certain players is going to get these linebackers flowing certain directions, which now opens up your counter game. It opens up that gap scheme. It also opens up those cutback lanes if everyone's going to flow one direction. So, Kyle has been doing a great job of utilizing Kyle Juszczyk and George Kittle in terms of showing them a direction, whether that's going with the play or going opposite of the play, and getting linebackers to freeze, hold, or anticipate and take a direction, which means the Niners could capitalize off that.
Yeah, and I think that Seattle's going to want to really load the box, but it's pretty apparent that they can't load the box. They want to play off because they don't think they have a good enough cover guys. So to pick your poison, when are they going to put guys in the box and when are they going to play guys off? And can the 49ers get in and out of plays that take advantage of both? Having times where you can you come up to the line of scrimmage, Jimmy Garoppolo, being able to cam these plays and getting to the right place is going to be pivotal in this football game. And if he puts them consistently like he did in the first drive when they played, you remember he canned a lot of plays. If he can do that consistently, they can pick apart this Seattle defense because it appears that they can do one or the other, but they can't do both running a base set.
Yeah, definitely. But look, and here's the other thing too, right? Is a lot of people who are feeling comfortable about Russell Wilson's potential limitations. They are there. He's not driving the football the same, but if Russell Wilson has time, he will make plays.
Oh, yeah.
So you still have to get after Russ. You have to go after him hard. You have to try and make him make decisions, and make decisions with hands in his face, pressure on him on the move. If he's having to throw on the run, throw on the move, he's going to struggle a little, even more. We saw in the boot action that Tyler Lockett being wide open in the end zone and him not being able to drive the football right away, and that's because he's not comfortable with the ball in his hand yet. Every week he's going to get closer and closer to getting that confidence back. So if you're the 49ers, make him feel you early, put him on the ground a couple of times and make him really be gun shy and second guess what he's doing.
You have to treat him like he's Russell Wilson at the top of his game.
Accurate.
That's how you have to go in there and game plan it. That's how you have to go in there and play against him. You just have to get after him consistently, a nonstop motor. Make sure Russell Wilson doesn't have the opportunity to beat you. And if you do that, you're going to put yourself in a position to beat him. I mean, that's just the way it is. Is he playing at the top of his game? No. But at any moment, he can click that switch and he can go off and he can be Mr. Unlimited for that moment. But right now, you need to make sure you limit him and make sure that he can't get to that point and really in Seattle once and for all. It's time for the 49ers to go in there and take care of business. This rivalry hasn't always went the 49ers' way, but now you have an opportunity to put your foot on their throat and just take them down, and they need to do it in this situation.
100%. You have to get this done this week. This is a vital win. A vital game for them to win. You've had some other games, the Cardinals, where they were a weakened team with some pieces missing, and you didn't take care of business in that game. The 49ers now, yes, you're down a couple of pieces. Seattle isn't 100% necessarily healthy, especially at the running back room. So take advantage. Go make a statement. This would be a statement win for the 49ers on the road in a place that's not easy to play in Seattle with the 12 there. Going to be, hopefully, I imagine they're going to be there and be loud because it's still a rivalry game, and it's still a rivalry game.
I've seen a lot of tickets for sale.
All right, well, if that's the case,
tickets for
hey,
sale.
if they don't want to show up and make it loud and make it hard for the 49ers, then thank you for that, number one. But number two, if you're the 49ers, you're still going on the road to a division rival's place. That's not easy, and you're doing it without two key pieces. This is a statement win. This is you putting a stamp on your identity and who you're going to be for the rest of the year, right? I've seen all the memes all season long, right? The Jimmy Garoppolo with the bandana and the cigarette in his mouth, 2x4, 4x4, 5x2, don't matter, Niners by 10 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's what this is, right? Deebo, no Deebo, Fred, no Fred, Elijah Mitchell, Brandon Ayuk, don't matter, Niners by 50, whatever the meme is going to be this week.
Mr. Unlimited. Tons of gum, defensive end, don't matter.
Don't matter. Niners by 12. It doesn't matter what it is this week. There are no excuses. Go get it done. Go be the team you need to be. Go pound the rock. Punch the Seattle Seahawks right in the mouth. Take their lunch from them, man. And then when they start asking for it back, no. You eat it. You throw it away. You stomp on the ground. Whatever you want to do with it, bully this team. You have to be a bully this week. Go bully the Seattle Seahawks all up and down the field.
I can tell you weren't a bully. Because when you take their lunch from them, you eat the good parts, and the bad parts you don't like, you shove it down their throat. That's how you're supposed to handle it as a bully.
I wasn't a bully, so.
Yeah, I know. You were the ones receiving the wedgie and the Melvins.
Accurate.
A couple swirlies, I'm sure.
No swirlies.
We need to give Pete Carroll a swirly. That's what needs to happen in this football game. It's time to finish these guys off. And the 49ers, it's going to be predicated on that run game. You get that run game going. You get it executed at a high level, and it's going to afford you opportunities to complete passes. Because they do have weaknesses in the secondary, and they're going to have to commit Bobby Wagner and Jordan Brooks to this run game.
Accurate.
And if they don't, then he's going to absolutely gash them. And I'm talking Elijah Mitchell. He's just becoming he at that point. We all know who it is. We all know what he's about.
He has the power.
He really does, and he can take advantage. There's a lot of plays that I've seen even in this film that we just watched where his vision would have put the Seahawks in a world of hurt. I'm looking forward to the game. I'm feeling even more confident than I was before. Because there are weaknesses they can take advantage of. So overcome your own weaknesses and take advantage of your opponent's weaknesses, and you can win. So I'm glad we got to know our opponent a little bit better today because I think the 49ers really can win this football game.
They really can. They got to execute. It's not going to be easy by any stretch, but this team can get it done. There are areas to attack it. We hope you enjoyed this as well, Cutback Crew. Let us know down below how you're feeling now after watching some of this All-22 film. And if you want even more, head on over to Patreon where you can get a much longer extended edition of this breakdown of the Seattle Seahawks and Washington football team game, so you can get to know the Seattle Seahawks even more if you'd like over there on Patreon. All sorts of ways for them to engage with the Cutback Crew. But Ant, that's a wrap for the Friday Frenzy, man. Start to finish, Madden Sim all the way to know your opponent. What a day! Yeah, huge day. Four great videos. Caps off a nice week, you would think. However, there's more coming tomorrow. More? Yeah, there is. And we're going to have our game plan video. We're going to get into what the 49ers game plan could look like, how they plan to attack Seattle on offense and defense, and really just get into the X's and O's of it. It's an exciting time. I always enjoy it. It's one of my favorite episodes. So yeah, go check that out at 11 a.m. tomorrow. We'll see you for the game plan video tomorrow. Cutback Crew, we love you. Stay safe. And remember, the right way is always the 49ers. Always.